The inside of this wheel has some really nasty tar that's like cooked onto the surface. It's so bad that I actually think it might be throwing off the wheel balance a little bit, but today we're going to be trying to remove it using this very highly reviewed product called Tar X by CarPro. So let's see how this stuff works. I live in an area where the roads are constantly under construction. It makes driving an inconvenience, but it also means that our cars are constantly exposed to contaminants like tar, which is used to fill small cracks in the road. So I'm not sure how the tar got on the inside of the rim, but if the reviews on this stuff are as good as they say they are, it should be no problem to get off. So right now I'm just cleaning up this wheel really quick, just getting all the dirt and stuff off. That way we can kind of isolate the tar and you guys can get a better view of what we're dealing with. So normally you could just use clay bar like this to remove the really small pieces of tar that get stuck in there. Like if you drive through some tar patch and you hear that like for a half mile down the road, it's like the most annoying thing ever. You can just use clay bar to get that off, but because this piece here has so much surface area, this just isn't going to cut it. I could be here all day and that's not going to come off. So that's what the Tar X is for. It's like a really strong solvent based tar remover. It kind of smells a little bit like Goo Gone. That's that citrus orange peel kind of smell. So we're going to try that out and hopefully that can get this stuff off. So what we're going to do according to the instructions is we're going to shake the bottle really good. We're going to spray it on here, let it sit for 2 to 3 minutes. Then we're going to come through and wipe it off with a rag, and then we will just wash the wheel just like normal to make sure that we get all the residue off. You don't want the residue to dry on the surface of the wheel. So I'm not sure how this is going to show up on camera because my wheels are a dark color, but within seconds of spraying that on, you can already see the tar just melting right off. So that's pretty impressive. We're going to let this sit for a couple minutes now, and then we'll try to wipe it off, and we'll see how it does. Alright, so this is the moment of truth right here. You guys saw what it looked like before. This is after about 3 minutes of it sitting on there. I just have an old rag here that I'm going to use so I don't mess up my new ones, but here it goes. So after that initial spray, I would say it probably got off about 75% of the tar. All I had to do is kind of just wipe it off with the rag like you saw. So now you can actually see the rocks and stuff that were underneath the tar. So we're gonna spray this again, let it sit for another 3 minutes, and we'll see if we can get the rest of this off. So again, within seconds of me spraying that stuff on there, you can already see the stuff dissolving and kind of melting off. So it's pretty cool to see the stuff in action. So for the sake of filming this, it was easier to film with the wheel sitting up on the bucket like I had it. But to expedite this process, I have it kind of like this so that it can sit in a puddle of the Tar X. So that's kind of speeding things up a little bit. I'm going to wipe this off and we'll see how that looks. So I'm going to do one more application of the Tar X. We'll let that sit, and that should get the rest of this stuff off pretty easily. Now this was a more serious example of tar buildup on a wheel. I have no idea how long it's been on there, probably since my road trip to New Jersey, but yeah, let's try to get this stuff off. Once all the tar has been removed, the final step is just to wash the wheel like normal to make sure that there's no residue left on the wheel. Alright, so there you have it, one very clean wheel. Thanks to Tar X, I was able to get all the tar off of there. Now, I'll be real with you guys, this does not completely eliminate the need for scrubbing. This basically just softens the tar up and makes it a lot easier to get off. So, highly recommend it. The link for this will be down below. And by the way, it's not just for wheels, you can actually use this on the paint too. It's safe for that. So, let's say you have tar inside your fender liners or actually on the fender of the car you can use this stuff to get that off as well. So link is down below, check that out if you want. Give me a thumbs up if this video was helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.